from behind. There's Ricochet. Sami Zayn taken out. Cover. Shoulders down. Ricochet did it. Ricochet's the...
Hey. This is the Toxic Ring Scandal. Turnbuckle King here, and we got some breaking news here. Let's turn up the volume on this one. All right. There's news going on right now that's been within the past couple hours. That yes, there have been rumors floating around in the wrestling world that Ricochet, aka Ricochet, he has gave WWE his notice, and he will no longer be with WWE once his contract is up. That is crazy because Ricochet, we know he's been with WWE since 2018, and now it's come to the time where his contract's up, and he has decided not to renew. But yeah, like I said, guys, get your popcorn, get your seat at the locker room. It's time to add a dirty laundry on this one. I'm also here on X until a little while that you come to YouTube. But yeah, Ricochet, he gives notice with WWE according to PWInsider. He has given WWE his intent to lead the company. He already talked to WWE upon the expiration of his contract, and this will likely see him face a WWE storyline soon. And also said that someone within people in the industry are supportive of his decision, and they said they even praised him for betting on himself. But they say that Ricochet is viewed favorably for taking control of his career trajectory and could be a soon sought after talent in the wrestling world. One quote said, one source we spoke to said they were giving Ricochet all the credit in the world for betting on himself. One would think he'd quickly be a hot commodity as a free agent. Now, we know recently, with that being said, guys, we know Ricochet, he was recently the Speed Champion. He was, but he recently just lost the Speed Championship. So I believe it's true. And now he's not the champion no more because he lost the championship now to what? Andrade. So yeah, guys, it's gonna get crazy up here. Get a seat in the locker room. The superior nerds went up to the locker room, said, "Damn, why Rich leaving?" Well, they said he's leaving because he's reportedly want to bet on himself, and he believes there's a better opportunity for him, according to his article, that he could get a better opportunity outside of WWE, maybe in the independent scene where he was originally, and also even going to AEW. But we knew some was up with the article here. If you guys remember this a couple weeks ago, Will Ospreay started this, and I blame Will for this. He kicked this off. Remember when Will Ospreay said that when this is when Ricochet won a Speed Championship, the same championship that I just mentioned and showed the picture of, another smaller photo of it. He said the fact that they only value time for under 5 minutes is appalling to me, meaning the Speed Championship X is within 5 minutes. He said, I want people to remember who he is. If you go and look up 2012 and 2013, Dragon gave Ricochet, he was untouchable at that time. When it comes to the generation of high flyers, he was the greatest. He's the greatest high flyer ever. It sounds weird, but I do put him on the same level as Rey Mysterio. And Will Ospreay was criticized at WWE for undervaluing Ricochet and not use his talent properly, and that brought a lot of steam to him. But I guess, Ricochet and Will Ospreay, we have to know they have history together. They have worked together in the past. So we know these guys wrestled each other back in New Japan back in the day. So we know these guys are definitely have history together. But with that being said, it's funny, we heard this a couple weeks ago, and now we hear that Ricochet want to leave. Let's remember Ricochet, who's been, like I said, been WWE since 2018. And we will say Ricochet, give a little background of him. You know, he was a former North American champion. His real name is Trevor Dean Mann. Like I said, he's former NXT North American champion. He is a former United States champion. You know, former Intercontinental champion. And as of recent, well, I just showed a couple minutes ago, he was the inaugural Speed champion. So he has quite some history there. He's been with WWE for what, 6 years now, going on 7. But I believe when he leaves, Ricochet leaving WWE will change his life. It's going to change everything for him. Barry Allen BG said loser. He prefers loser, so he prefers his own Samantha. Will a loser F him for good. Rich may go over TNA. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna get into since you brought up Samantha. Since he's decided, not to renew his contract with WWE, he already informed WWE his intent of leaving the company. I will say this is going to affect his relationship with Samantha Irvin. And people want to know how it's going to affect the relationship with her. We know that he's been dating her since 2021-ish, 2022-ish. And I know they even got engaged. Remember, they got engaged in 2023, beginning of last year, January to be exact. And I said to myself, if they was engaged back in January 2023, no COVID restrictions, no limitations, and this was summer, June 2024, a year and a half later, why haven't Ricochet and Samantha got married yet? What was the holdup on this particular marriage? What was preventing these two from finally, tying a knot and saying I do? Because we know that they met each other, while he was in Vegas. Their first day was the Grand Canyon. They drove 4 hours. He stayed this on Chris Van Fleet, and I also covered their relationship here at the locker room. I think it's going to definitely affect it because him and Samantha are not going to be in the same company anymore. So that's the thing about it. Rich may go over to TNA or AEW. He might. You said has Samantha Irvin. You said loser. Man, you really don't like Ricochet, huh, Barry Allen? But anyway, I believe it's going to affect his relationship with her. Now, I know she's popular within Monday Night Raw. And I noticed in his matches, they were showing him, whenever he had a match, you notice they will always show Samantha Irvin as well. Samantha gets a lot more attention now. She's always posted pictures on her social media, whether it's X or Instagram, whatever the case may be. Now it's to the point where Samantha's more popular than Ricochet. And I believe with him leaving the company, Samantha's still under contract. She's still she's still under contract. So her contract's not up no time soon, for what I've heard. So Ricochet, when his contract is up at the end of summer, she's still going to be there. So meaning it's going to affect the relationship because he's not going to be there in the locker room with her anymore. They're not going to be around each other anymore. And like I said, it's going to bring a lot of tension between these two. A lot of tension. I know they was both on SmackDown together, and they both went to Monday Night Raw. But I believe that these two, I hate to say it, but I believe with the way it's going on, considering these two were engaged back in January of last year. Think about Ricochet and Samantha. You guys see the thumbnail. I believe with Ricochet leaving and Samantha still being there, maybe not right away. It's going to eventually, these two will break up. They're going to break up. It's not going to work. And you look at the thumbnail that I had, it's going to show that these two there will be no more. There will be no more. And at some point, the engagement will get called off first. They was engaged. They still engaged. But I believe it's going to lead to Ricochet and Samantha breaking up. They will no longer be a couple. and I think she may even have herself a work husband if they are still together for the time being, because Ricochet is going to be on Independent or TNA or AEW. He's going to have a way different schedule than Samantha. Now, granted, Samantha is not a professional wrestler. She's a ring announcer. I get that, but she still has to travel on the road with the rest of the talent as if she were a wrestler. She just not, getting the ring and, lacing up the boots. But she is going to be announcing, especially for the Raw brand. She's on the #1 flagship show, Monday Night Raw. So that comes on every Monday. But and yeah, man. So I would say it's gonna be crazy with these two. It's gonna really affect their relationship. It's gonna get wild. Like I said, I know people see pictures of them all the time. I'm not trying to be hating or nothing. I'm not hating on this relationship. I'm calling it how I see it. And I called this before. Something was off with this relationship. I said this back months ago. We saw this with the interview with Chris Van Fleet, him driving around. I said he was a simp. He's still simping Shay now. I said he was a simp for her, and I said she's more of a modern woman. I said all that about these two. And something was strange about these two. Ricochet, he got problems. So that's the whole thing. It is. Sapir Nurse say, yep, the true reaction to her husband matches are awesome. Are you artistic? Who are you talking to, Aiden? And F you post this video. Barry Allen, you got a problem. You got a problem. You still got an issue. I know one thing. You better calm down that chat over there, because I'm gonna give you a heads up right now. You don't calm down that chat, you don't get yourself a little partying gift. And there's going to be only one way that gets you a party against the locker room. It's gonna be a Seth Rollins.
Bye bye, bitch.
So you've been warned, Barry Allen BG. Keep it up. Let's get back to Ricochet. I'm sorry, Ricochet and Samantha Irvin. You got this fool up here talking crazy. Barry Allen BG, you a simp too, by the way. But anyway, Hulk Hogan Tight said they both suck. Man, fool needs to calm down. Barry a clown, talking all crazy. He mad because I'm calling out the truth. Let's see, Abriel and Monica. If I said your name, if I said it wrong, salute to you. All Elise Sater, salute. I'm sorry. Jeremiah McDowell, salute to you as well. But yeah, I think with Ricochet's schedule being different from Samantha's, it's going to lead to these two breaking up, and it's not going to be good. They're going to have way different schedules, and it just don't make no sense how this is going to work. And if you don't believe me, I mean, look at the past history. And I feel like it's always some go down with these ring announcers. Think about Renee Young or Renee Paquette and John Moxley. Now, that's the only one that they had some rocky moments too. They worked out, but when John left, remember when John Moxley left WWE, go to AEW, Renee, they didn't really mess with her that much. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really rock with her like they used to. They didn't do her dirty, but it was very rocky. And luckily for her, things ended with WWE on good terms with Renee for what they said. As she, she did her little podcast for a while. Well, she did a good, I ain't gonna say little podcast. She did her podcast, Renee Paquette, formerly called Oral Sessions. This Sessions, good podcast show, good podcast. She has a good guest on there. So, and then she went on to go to AEW with her husband, John Moxley. And then you got the whole JoJo and the affair with Bray Wyatt, the late Bray Wyatt. The only one that had no issue was Lillian Garcia. But it's always some of these ring announcers. And if you guys look, like I said, it ain't just Simple Shay, simple for her. The reason I say some of his relationship too, this is the fiance, the woman he asked to marry him. He proposed, got on one knee, said, will you marry me? She said yes. Thing about it is, look how this woman carries herself. I mean, I'm gonna say this too. I know you guys are fans of Samantha Irvin. I know you like the way she look, but I'm gonna call it how I see it again. And it's not just throwing shade to be throwing shade. I'm showing the proof is in the pudding here. I'll call Samantha Thirst Trap Irvin. Look how she dresses, y'all. She's this is thirst trapping. This is a mother and a fiance. Some supposed to get married. You guys, this I wouldn't marry a woman like this. And since Ricochet's leaving the company, for the news that we heard today, who to say this woman ain't gonna be thirst trapping somebody else? Who says she ain't gonna find somebody else in WWE? I mean, this is a ring announcer too. Look at her, man. This is thirst trapping. If I didn't know who she is or what she do, I would have thought she was just an IG model. Is she? I mean, that's the question you ask yourself when you see these photos. And think about it: is she ring announcer or IG model? That's the question. That's why I ask myself when I see this: which one is she? Which one is she? Let's see what you guys got to say in the locker room. Superior Nerd said, keep up awesome content, Barry Hater. I appreciate Superior Nerd. Thank you. I appreciate that. Deep My Box said, what's up? Welcome to the locker room. Balls Banger TV, salute to you, said these dudes never learned that there's no such thing as a loyalty. Yeah, unfortunately, in modern day times in 2024, for the most part, Balls Banger TV, you are correct. Superior Nerd say living models were a couple, not anymore. Nope, they not. Oh, definitely. I've been seeing Samantha, that picture I saw on YouTube. All Lisa Tyre said I was saying the same thing about CJ Perry for her and Miro split up. She got the same energy. You right. You know what's Tyre? That's what I've been thinking. And the question is about these two. It not only is these two going to break up with her and Ricochet. That's the question. Will they break up? And I only got one answer for that. And this is my answer.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Yep, it's not. I don't think it's going to work. Maybe not right now. And I'm glad you brought that up, all Elisa Tyre. I covered actually Miro and CJ once the split went down. And you're right. Once Miro left WWE or got released, he got released and went to AEW, things were never the same with CJ Perry either. So yes, you're right. And Samantha Irvin, if you look at the people she hangs around with, I mean, she just, it's just something not right with her. It's just not. I mean, all this attention she gets, she's like I said, ring announcer IG model. And like I said, it just don't make no sense how she carries herself. Not at all. Also, guys, get the likes up. Let's get the likes up in the building. We at the locker room. Let's get the like up here. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. Keep the notification bell when I do cover locker room news here. But yeah, Samantha, I think with her dressing like this and everything, it's just not going to help their relationship by any means. I don't see it happening. You guys could tell me if you see anything different. I don't. I mean, she dresses like a thought. And I don't see her and Ricochet being together much longer. And I don't even think she's going to get with someone else either. She could just run the streets for a while. She just don't give me that kind of vibe that she should be a wife and mother. I just don't see that happening. I don't, But that's my opinion. That's my take on that particular thing. It's just not going to work between these two. It's not going to work. And like I said before, if you just look, I know they say, a wise man said, you are the sum of the 5 people you hang around with. And that's true. Very, very true. And the thing about it is, I mentioned this earlier, not too long ago. Samantha Irvin, the people she always hang herself around, at least half the time, she don't hang around the best, group of people. She hangs with JoJo. Now, JoJo, I know she's still grieving over Bray Wyatt passing away. R.I.P. to the Fiend Bray Wyatt before you guys say anything. Rest in peace to Bray Wyatt. Yes, it sucks he's not here. That they lost the father, her children, brother and son, all of that. But the facts are the facts. She got with Bray Wyatt on an affair while he was still married to his first wife, and she was a ring announcer. Look at the connection here. Samantha and JoJo are ring announcers, and it's always a scandal. It's always some drama around ring announcers. This may go over your head, but JoJo got called stuff too. And remember, after the whole Bray Wyatt thing went down, her career was never the same either. And I think Samantha Irvin, her career is either gonna go up or it's gonna go down. At least that's how I see it. So, and that one ring announcer did some picture that Samantha did too. If her and Ricochet split, I could see her ending up with a female. By the way, she had other females. Dang, All Elite, you may be on to some, All Elite. You may be on to some, and I guarantee you'll do this. I get it.
And I'm awesome.
I said I think you're talking about how she acts around Kathy Kelly and others. Ricochet's a cook. We call Supershay Mo. Welcome to locker room, Mo. His name's Supershay. Samantha, more likable though, should be all right. Mark Moore, salute to you. Yeah, you're right. Could be. It could be. All Lisa Tyler said for a while, people was calling JoJo a home wrecker, but until Bray died, then people forgot all about it. Exactly. Look who she hangs around with. Samantha is a thirst trap. She's a thirst trap. She hangs around JoJo. She even asked JoJo Neville to be a bridesmaid at her wedding. The wedding that still has not went down yet. Look how this woman dresses. I mean, come on. She just took these are brand new photos. This photo was on I think earlier this week on Instagram or X. It's crazy. Brilliance Gilbert, salute to you. Welcome to the locker room. Salute to you. Thanks for coming out. Mark Moore, salute to you. That's right. Hit that like button. This is a breaking news here. Breaking news. But yeah, guys. Like I said, I know this is about Ricochet, but like I said, the title, leaving WWE is going to change his life. Not just his professional life in wrestling, whatever promotion he's in, or independent. It's going to affect his personal life with his current engagement to ring announcer Samantha Irvin, as these two been together for quite some time. I just don't think things are going to be the same between these two. He's a thirst trap. He's a simp. He ain't going to be around no more. She's going to find another man, or like all these attires say, maybe a woman. Who knows? But I do know Ricochet. I'm going to put some respect on his name. Like I said, North American champion, United States champion, Intercontinental champion, and recently the speed champion. But other than that, though, like I said, this engagement gonna get called off. This engagement will get called off. So that's the first step. Engagement, I think we're gonna hear that it will be called off. Like I said, I know most people that when they talk about Ricochet and Samantha Irvin, they want to, suck up to them, be a bootlegger saying, I love them as a couple, and they're the best couple ever in WWE, and yada, 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 yada. But we got to pay attention to the facts, people. This won't be thirst trapping. Every time I look up, I see a brand new photo of Samantha Irvin. I see every photo of her thirst trapping. It don't matter what it is. Easy a thirst trapping like this, or cleavage in a denim jacket. And I mean, it don't make no sense. And you're supposed to be engaged, get married. Come on, man, get out of here with that. Come on now. This right here, this behavior, this already puts you on the list, Samantha.
You just made the list!
So the engagement will be called off at some given point. May not be now right away, but maybe later. So it's crazy. Mark Moore said, I think I'm shadowbound YouTube. None of my likes are going through. If it is, that sucks. I hope not. That sucks because I didn't do anything to you. It's my first time seeing you, Mark. So I didn't block you or anything. So I know I didn't do anything. That sucks if that's true. Superior Nurse said, damn, Samantha, I smashed 24/7. You probably can. Just after Ricochet leaves, Mo say I'm joking. Maybe that's Samantha Irvin, a malicious heifer who's looking for attention on those pics. Oh, definitely, Mo. She's bad though. She is, but she ain't no good. Didn't Andrade just win a speed title? Yes, Mark Moore. I announced that earlier, and they say they're phasing Ricochet storylines. And he was the North American champion back in NXT. Yes, that's the picture I just showed. This is him with the North American Championship. Yes, he is a former NXT North American champion. She bad. Wes Butler, salute to you. Welcome to the locker room. All these attires say, me personally, I want to be cool with my future wife. They're strapping online all day. He's either a cuck or their relationship just for show, low key. Oh, probably a little bit both. He is a cuck. He's Ricochet. Body on point. Oh, I know I was saying that. Okay, just want to let you know. I don't know why you shadow banned you, but you on the world of social media. All Elisa Ty said, I find it funny that rumors Ricochet was a booty finger boy out of nowhere. He hasn't. All Lisa Ty, where did you hear that? The only thing I heard about Ricochet prior to this, him dating Samantha, he was with Katana Chance, he was with Tessa Blanchard, and there was a video of him enjoying himself. He made a little home video of him enjoying himself. They married? No, they're not. They're engaged still. I must have said some crazy on another channel. Yeah, never know. Never know, Mark Moore. Maybe he might find one on AW. They're plenty of fish in the sea. Might be, because he a simp. He a simp Shay. It was going around that he was into that behind play for a while before he got with Samantha. Wow. This all I gotta say. If that's true, this all I gotta say about that.
Tell me you did not just say that.
That'll be crazy if that's true. But I didn't. This is my first time hearing about that all Lisa attire. But like I said, this is gonna affect everything he does, and I don't think this went sideways quick. In there. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy though with Ricochet. Like I said, there is an interview of him, with Chris Van Fleet. I'll pull up in a second. He talked about his wrestling career and stuff like that. To read the rest of these comments, Mo said, I actually thought that Samantha Irvin is an innocent woman, but nah, bro, these chicks ain't loyal for you, but they are loyal for attention. Yep, you're right about that one. Very true. And think about this. Look, Samantha. Look how she's dressing too. Let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest here. She knows what she's doing. She's a thirst trap. This is not no accident. She knows exactly what she's doing. She knows what she did. She know what she did when she's dressing like that. She knows.
I didn't know that. You know what you did. I know what you're talking about. I swear and swear. You know what you're a legend, man.
You know what you did, Samantha, dressing like that. You'll get all that attention. But you right though, Mo. You won't spin facts right now. Definitely spin facts right there. Ricochet will go over his interview, like I said, with Chris Van Fleet. And we'll talk about his wrestling career. But this is the end of Ricochet. Now, do you guys think, with everything going on with Ricochet, do you guys think that do you think he's doing the right thing? Do you guys blame him? Do you think he'll change his mind, or is he just gonna or this is it? This is the end of Ricochet. It's a wrap. You guys let me know what you think of that right now, because it could be. But other than that, though, guys, I'm gonna pull up this interview right now of Mr. Ricochet with Chris Van Fleet. See what he got to say. Talking about his career, etc., etc., etc. That like button, guys, and let's get to it. And we gonna air it. Let's get going.
So I don't know. Other than the one off the cage at NXT before that, even in the ring, man, I couldn't tell you.
Dude, what's so fascinating about this is you're like, yeah, I would have to practice to do a double moonsault, which makes me think that all the other things that you do require no practice and they're just innate to you.
I mean, technically, I guess you're kind of right, but at the same time, it's like I have been doing. It's like asking a gymnast to like do something that they've been doing their whole life. Obviously, I'm not a gymnast, but like I have been training myself on this type of stuff since I was 6, years old. So, and then I've been wrestling since I was like 14. So to literally like be doing it for so long, it is kind of second nature. Some of it is second nature when you're out there. Like it is just like instinct.
Yeah. Do you remember?
But some of the stuff still takes practice now that I'm getting older.
All right, we'll get back to Ricochet in just a second. You've heard me talk about it in other videos. A fraction. That's it. And you, my friend, are ready to go. .com. You just have. Do you remember what the very first high-flying move that you ever successfully did was?
Yeah, it was. You remember Jeff Hardy's like Whisper in the Wind?
Yes.
It was basically that. Like the guy was laying on the ground, and I would do the Whisper in the Wind under the guy. Like I remember, like that was like my very first match, like in the backyard, Whisper in the Wind to the guy laying down.
No big deal, just a whisper in the wind.
But I mean, I was scared to like I wanted to do like a Phoenix Splash, the one like a full Phoenix Splash, but I was too scared. I don't know why. On the trampoline, I could do it, but in the ring, it's different. Stuff's different when you get in there.
But I feel like there's so many moves that you now do off the top rope where you do them so seamlessly, so effortlessly. How do you build the courage up to stand up there? Because it doesn't maybe look that tall. When
you already see you got to start. You don't build the courage up. You just got to go. You can't stop and think about it. Because if you stop and you think about it for a second, the courage is going to go down. You know what I mean? The courage comes from when you're not thinking. You know what I mean? You got to use I never do anything that I don't think is beyond my abilities. I try to stay within my capabilities. But so when I'm in there, it's literally like a split-second decision, do it on the spot. Because the more you sit there and think about it, the more the courage is going to go down, at least in my experience.
So what's something that you do that looks so seamless and so effortless, but when you actually hit it, it kind of does hurt?
I mean, the 630 every single time, the 630, whether it's my neck or my back or something, it's a painful move for both people in the ring. Absolutely.
I feel like that.
And actually anything where you're landing on someone, it doesn't feel good when you're coming down. Like I'm sure you've seen Montez do his frog splash from the rafters. Like that hurts both of us. Or when I'm doing my shooting star, that's gonna hurt both people, a little bit at least.
I feel like, the more you talk about this, I feel like the 630 is gonna go the way of the double moonsault. Please, we can't have that happen.
No, that's like my spirit bomb. Goku only throws that out when he needs it.
Speaking of Logan Paul, that Spanish fly that you guys did at Money in the Bank, that one looked like it hurt a lot.
I mean, it all hurts a lot, but that's kind of why we do it. But that one especially hurt given the circumstances at hand. Absolutely.
And this one that just happened on Raw, where he's holding the camera up, like holding the phone up, selfie style, and you super kick him in the face. I feel like that's like an all-time highlight for both of you guys.
Women have power. Use it.
You need to send a message.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting there doing my thing, and he wants to come in and attack me from behind. You know what I mean? But he only He hits me once, it had me rattled, absolutely. I'm not gonna even take anything away. It had me rattled for sure. But then he just wants to get straight on his camera and like start, I don't know, talking smack. Like, I'm still right there, bro. Like, I'm not gonna just let you sit there and talk smack. But it just happens that he had a perfectly good shot of my shiny shoe going across his chin. It was hilarious.
Yeah, the actual shot from his iPhone it's so perfect.
And it's cool because I look really cool when I walk into the screen, and then I like just look at him. Like, I'm glad he did it. But good for him because it makes me look great.
And the absolute perfect extension of your leg on that super kick. I saw someone reference this as the Ned Flanders kick. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think I know what you're talking about. Yes, I was thinking 97 Shawn Michaels. As soon as he turned around, I was thinking, okay, sorry, 97 Shawn.
Okay, quick timeout from this chat with Ricochet because at my could make all.
Man, that was such a good time for me. That was such a good, because honestly, I feel like you could start anywhere because like everyone was good. You know what I mean? Everybody that I was in there with was so good. So it really helped me out a lot. But I mean, I guess if I had to point you somewhere first,
yeah,
probably the War Games is one of them. War Games is great,
yeah.
But that's a little long. So that's like a long match. So
War Games is one of his best matches, actually. He put on some great performances during the War Games. So, Ricochet, salute to you. Like I said, great career in WWE. Sucks that you're leaving, but I understand where he's coming from. Other than that, let's continue on this interview.
I mean, probably me and Alistair versus the Viking Raiders. That was one of my favorites. Me and Dream was one of my favorites. Obviously, I would have to go me and Adam Cole, point you there first because just of what that match was and what it became.
Yeah, like I was saying before, if you guys can hear me, he was on point with the whole War Games. And his NXT one was great. He was North American champion. His match with alongside Aleister Black, also with Dream, and he mentioned a whole bunch of other matches. He had a great run WWE. It sucks that he's leaving, but same time, like I said, he gotta do what he gotta do. And also with Ricochet, was he really gonna get a championship run? But I'm gonna get more into that after this interview. Let's get back to the interview.
But also, like, me and Johnny was good. Me and Pete had a title match on an NXT TV taping one time. I think me, Pete, and Adam Cole had like a triple threat thing going one time. I think there's a bunch. There's a bunch of cool like multi-man matches. It was like me, Riddle, Adam Cole, Alistair. Like it was like one crazy match. That one was cool. Halftime Heat. Remember Halftime Heat?
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like, that was just a cool, like, because it was only really like maybe 9 or 10 months. It wasn't very long, but that little bit of time, I just, it was great.
When you did get called up to the main roster and you made your debut there, was there a part of you that was like, I know I've done so much here in NXT, but maybe people here aren't going to, be familiar with me or familiar with my work. Were you nervous at all about that?
I wasn't worried about that at all. Not even because, I think everyone's going to know me. Like that just was like, if you don't know me, you're about to know me. Like if you don't know me, you're going to find out very soon. So like that has never been, because I've always kind of liked starting fresh. Like, like even on the independent scene, start fresh, build your name value up until like a new bigger company sees you. Then you literally start at the bottom of this big company, and then you work, and then this other company, then you go overseas, and then you're starting at the bottom again. You go to Japan or whatever. Like you're always starting at the bottom until you build that rapport. You build that, And so I guess maybe that's kind of how I saw that as well. Like if you didn't know me, then I guess you're gonna know me soon enough, because just watch.
What was the genesis behind the name Ricochet? Because it's very fitting for what you do.
Let me show you how we do stuff around here. Actually, my department uses
so when we first started, it was like this called Chaos Pro Wrestling. That's what was CPW. That was our thing. And I was training. I was like 14. We trained for like 6 months maybe. And then it was the day of our big show, our first match. And it was me and my 2 friends, and we had started at the same time. We were training at the same time. And they were asking our names. What are your names going to be? And I had like a list of names that I wanted, but I wanted like a 2 name, like a John Cena, you know what I mean? Something like that. But I just couldn't think of anything that I liked. I couldn't think of anything that I liked. Also, I had Ricochet down. I had a couple of other things. But also at the time, like the show Mucha Lucha was very popular, and so Ricochet was a character. So like, I didn't want to just pick that either, because I knew people were gonna put the 2 together, and that's not where I got it from. Anyways, we get to the day, and he asked one of my friends. One guy was like Blue Cat, like Kana Azul or something. And then the next guy, they were like, "What's your name?" He was like, "I haven't thought of one." And then like, "Okay, you're gonna be Kevin." And then they like looked around, and like they saw one of the cats walk by, and the cat's name was Hobbs from like, you know, Calvin and Hobbes, the little strip. Yeah. So he's like, "So you're gonna be Kevin?" And they were like, "Hobbs, you're Kevin Hobbs." And he was like, "Oh, I don't want to be Kevin Hobbs." And I'm like, "You didn't pick a name. Sorry, that's what you're gonna be." And then they got to me, and they're like, "What's your name?" And I said, "I don't want to be fucking Kevin Hobbs. I don't want to be Kevin Hobbs." So I said, I was trying to think. I just said Ricochet, because Ricochet goes with, I said, I know I do flips. I know I do like high flying stuff. So I feel like Ricochet fits like the name. So I just said Ricochet, because I didn't want to be Kevin Hobbs. So I didn't want them to pick some random name. So I just settled with Ricochet. And then since then, now I love that it's a one title name. I like that it's different. I like that it's it's different. It's something that will stand out in a group of names, I feel like. And also, like you said, it does fit what I do inside the ring.
Yeah, like if someone's never seen one of your matches and you go, "You need to watch this guy named Ricochet," they go, "Oh, I think I get it. I think I know what he's all about." Yeah.
So I really, now that I've gone through all of it, I really enjoy the name now, and I really like that it's something different.
Congratulations on your recent engagement. And I want to take it back. Talk us through the first time that you and Samantha met.
Oh, he gonna talk about Ricochet and Samantha Irvin relationship. I covered this before. You're gonna hear it again. This is why I call him Simpshay, and this is why I don't think this is gonna work, because this is all about some simping and some modern woman kind of nonsense. So let him, Mr. Chris Van Fleet, interview Ricochet on this. You guys want to see it here. Real dirty laundry at the locker room. Let's go on. And also hit that like button. Hit the like button.
Actually, I went to see her in Vegas, because she used to perform out here. She did like Cirque du Soleil, and she did a bunch of cool like production shows out here. But we actually started on Twitter. She added me on Twitter, and we started talking. But then I flew out to see her, and we were hanging, like we flew out, and then when I landed, we didn't have anything planned. And so we were just driving around Vegas, and I'm looking around Vegas because, you know, I've never even really been to Vegas before. It was so pretty.
Now I'm gonna play this back. He said he met her as a dancer, performer, doing shows. Samantha was a stripper, you guys. If you didn't read between lines, that woman was stripping. I said this before on the channel, but I'm gonna update it, say it again for the new ones who's not familiar with this channel. So let's go back and see what he said.
Through the first time that you and Samantha met.
Actually, I went to see her in Vegas, because she used to perform out here. She did like Cirque du Soleil, and she did a bunch of cool like production shows out here.
That's what you say she said, but she really was stripping. Let's call it what it is. Does this look like a woman that does circus? This woman that does all that? She looked like a stripper. Let's call it what it is, guys. That woman was stripping. She was shaking for them dollars. That's where you met her and you fell in love. You had a T-Pain moment. I'm in love with a stripper. Let's get it going.
But we actually started on Twitter. She added me on Twitter, and we started talking. But then I flew out to see her, and we were hanging, like, we flew out, and then when I landed, we didn't have anything planned. And so we were just driving around Vegas, and I'm looking around Vegas because, you know, I've never even really been to Vegas before. It's so pretty. And she's like, so we're trying to figure out what we want to do. What's going on? And she says, do you want to go to the Grand Canyon? And I'm thinking from Vegas to the Grand, I'm assuming it's not a very far trip.
Yeah.
You know, I'm assuming, because also it was probably like 8 o'clock at night because I had just landed and we went and got some food and we talked for a little bit, you know. So I said, sure, yeah, absolutely. Like, how far away is it? And she's like, I think it's like 4 hours. And
clue number 2, not only is she a stripper, she wants you to drive 4 hours for a first date. Just met her, and your goofy self agreeing to that simple shade. That's how you got the name Simple Shay in the first place. So all this, if you guys think that that's not true and this is false, that's cap.
That's cap. Totally cap.
Let's continue on and talk about Mr. Simple Shay and his sipping on Samantha Irvin. Let's continue on.
And I'm like,
it's just in a different state, you know.
I was like, sure, yeah, let's go. Like, absolutely. And so literally like 8, 9 o'clock at night, we just take off for the Grand Canyon. I think we stopped at Kingsman, Arizona. I think that's where we stopped, like halfway. You know, that next morning, I don't think she said, I saw a Cracker Barrel. I love Cracker Barrel. And I don't think she said she ever been to a Cracker Barrel before. And I said, oh, we gotta go. It's so good. And if she has, she said she hasn't been in a long, long time. And I said, so we gotta go. So that was kind of our real first date, was like meeting at a Cracker Barrel where we really sat down and talked. And it was so funny because the waitress, I guess she thought we had been together for a long time. And then we were like, oh no, this is actually our first date. And she was like, what? She goes, oh, you guys have just been sitting here like this. She goes, I thought you guys would have been together for a long time. And then we're like, oh no, thank you so much. So like from day one, it's just been like, I don't know, perfect, I want to say. Nobody's perfect, but like we are perfect.
That is a hell of a first date. Vegas to
That's cap. Totally cap.
You said nobody's perfect, but we're perfect. I'm gonna play that cap again. That's
cap. Totally cap.
That is definitely cap. No one's perfect, Ricochet. Since you say, what's long, you said that's not stripping. That's code word. You gotta read between lines. You don't think the way that woman dresses and carries herself, you want to mistake her for a stripper instead of circus? I know the words that he said out of his mouth, but I'm saying it's really stripping. The superior nurse said, "Fat Samantha is it definitely stripped like T-Pain? Say it on the can I buy you a drink?" Yep. Oh, he definitely bought a drink. He bought her all the way to Grand Canyon. Me buy you a drink. Yep. But I bet Samantha was the better stripper on planet Earth. Oh yeah, for this fool to be simping for, driving 4 hours for, and then getting on his knees like a fool. Marry me. What a simp. Let's continue on.
Cracker Barrel on the way to the Grand Canyon.
And then our first photo together is like us standing together in front of the Grand Canyon.
Jeez. Wow.
It's like, it's totally down from there now, you know?
I mean, seriously, that's insane.
No, but since then, it's just been great, man. Every day's just been like, great.
Before I let you go here, there was something that happened during the Money in the Bank ladder match where I was like, only Ricochet could pull this off. And it's where you dive through the ladder and then over the top rope and then to the outside. Is that something you just look at and go, yeah, of course I can pull that off?
I think it's something that I look at and I go, yeah, I think I can do that. And then in the moment, you just got to go for it. It's literally, there's no like practice really. But I mean, obviously you get this big, I think it was like a 12-foot ladder. So it was a huge ladder. And, but where I guess the braces cross, that little triangle is actually it was pretty big. I actually clipped my elbow though. I still have like a cut on my elbow.
Oh.
Because when I jump through, I just clip my elbow a little bit. But it's just one of those things where you gotta like, you see somebody out there, you think you can do it, and you just gotta, again, don't think about it. You just gotta go for it.
You're like a real life superhero. I'm actually really curious. Who is your favorite superhero?
My favorite, it has like, my list is like changed over the years, but I think consistently, Peter Parker is my favorite superhero. Spider-Man, like since I've been like a kid, I feel like, especially when I was younger and I used to like read the comics and watch the old cartoon, like I could relate to a kid going to school trying to be a superhero like type thing. So Peter Parker has always been one of my favorites. And then the Flash, I'm a big fan of the Flash.
That seems
Barry Allen. I like Barry Allen.
That seems fitting.
And then recently over there, it's like characters like All Might and stuff. He's up there for me. A couple of like those guys. Obviously Goku has been up there. I don't know if Goku counts as like a superhero, but just our inspirations. I'll be in the gym working out and I'll be like, okay, Goku would do another one. And I'd literally like do another set because Goku would do one. That's how I kind of like push myself. I do.
Man, so I think I asked you this at WrestleMania, but I'm going to ask you it again. I end every interview talking about gratitude. What are 3 things in your life right now that you're grateful for?
I am grateful for, I want to say Sam, but I think I may have said Sam last time. Did I?
I think she should still make the list. I mean, come on.
I think she should still make the list because every day I don't like say a prayer, but every day I do like think. I thank her. I thank her just for being her every day.
Clue number 3. You thank her for being her every day. It's almost like you worshiping this woman. And that's a no, Ricochet. It's not no war. This ain't gonna work out once you leave WWE. This ain't gonna work. No. Because Samantha Irvin's she will have an opportunity to get more popular, and you're not. Let's continue on.
I am grateful for my family, which I have now as I've gotten older. When I was younger, we weren't really like a connected family, like saying I love you and hugging. We always hung out and we always did stuff, but we never did that. But now we are more talkative and we get together and it's better now. And man, I have some of the best like friends that are now brothers like I could have ever asked for. So when I just talk about me and Sam getting married, and I'm trying to think of like my best man and my groomsmen, like thinking about the guys in my life that's really helped me get to where I'm at now and be who I am now. Like thinking about those guys, I'll text them. So I just texted one of them the other day and said, man, love you. I just think you're a big part of my life and you're a big reason I'm here. So I think those are probably 3 things that
Dude, I love that.
And now older thankful for.
Yeah, I love that, man. It's so good to be able to catch up with you. And
all right. That is the end of Ricochet interview with Chris Van Fleet of Insight. Much credit to Chris Van Fleet. Yeah, Ricochet, you were sent, man. So in that interview, you didn't even think, Ricochet has a son. You did say family, but you would have said specifically your son. You thank that woman over your own son. But, to each his own. Let's see you guys got to say in the locker room about this interview. Oh, you guys got a lot to say. Whoa. We go all the way back. Okay. Let me see. Most actually think, oh no, I read this earlier. Most said I spit game, bro. Yeah, Mo, I respect. Superior Nerve said, I know he's definitely going to talk about Ricochet. Yeah, I'm aware of that channel. Moving along. No comment there. See, when I come on here at the locker room, I'm going to give you my opinion, and then I'll allow you to have yours. I don't force my opinions on folks like that channel you mentioned. That channel forces their opinion on you, make you think his way. I don't do that crap like he do. Also, all these stars said nope, he's making a bad move, but if he does leave, he's going to need to come back with a personality and a character. I agree. Mark Moore said they split up, he's going to be all elite. That may be where he's going. Like I said, we gotta remember Will Ospreay kicked this off. I said this earlier. He mentioned this a couple weeks ago before this even went down. And Will Ospreay, you know what you was doing. You know what you was doing when you was mentioning this, and he knew this was spark of fire. You knew what he was doing.
I didn't know that. You know what you did. I know what you're talking about. I fair and square. You know what you're a legend, man.
You know what you did, Will Ospreay. He another stem too. He another story for another day. But yeah, back to Ricochet. Yeah, he could be all elite. Ricochet still capping. I whoop you. I don't know who you're talking about. Okay. Wait, I wonder if Samantha Irvin approached Ricochet in the first place, or he didn't relationship. As you heard here, Mo, he that's how it started. Samantha Irvin, before she got to WWE, you didn't hear this part of the interview. I'm going to explain it right now. She was a fan of all the wrestlers. She followed them on Instagram and Twitter/X, and she followed Ricochet. But he took it a step further, going to Instagram, following her, stalking her, and asked her out for a date. And as you heard, he said in the interview with Chris Van Fleet, he took her to the Grand Canyon and made a 4-hour drive from Vegas to the Grand Canyon, as he saw her doing her spin and performance work in a circus, as they say. I'm putting the air quotes around it. But yeah, artist formerly known as Prince Poopa. I heard Prince Puma. I've heard that before. King Grove TV, salute to you. Superior Nerd Side, definitely a Dragon Ball gamer / Dragon Ball TV series nerd. Goku Neverlands, the Spirit Bomb. Mark Moore said, I ever seen his though. Moonsault, the only dude I ever see try it. He almost died. Ooh. Yeah, Ricochet, good one. Good wrestler. I definitely hyped the Dragon Ball speaker. Circus Zero, and also played Dragon Ball Legend. They taking it all back. Crystal Johnson, Ricochet, give me you better win. Clash at the Castle, he's not even on the card right now, as far as I'm concerned. He's not even on the card. I don't think he's on the card, for that matter. That's the thing about that. Oh, you talking about earlier, Mark? Yeah, that's why I spoke again. Ricochet, the WWE Superstar. Richard. John Bill, salute to you. Said if I could have one wish, be on first day. Oh, you know you love Oscar. She hurt right now currently. The buy you a drink remix is way better. I mean, a lot of women dressed like that. Look, Rhea Ripley. Yeah, she got the golf, all the tattoos, another model woman look, but still got a body on her. Oh yeah, Oscar fine, but AJ Lee is super. Well, the old AJ Lee. AJ Lee look like a little bit of Jordan Grace now, built wise, for her small frame. I'd rather have a dream day with Oscar now. That's a woman right there. Buddy, lucky to have Rhea Ripley. Oscar's the perfect girl. Goku don't be sipping. Gotta go with Japan thing. Io Sky. Viagra be sipping on. Most said, I believe that Samantha Irvin is out of Ricochet League. No, I believe that no man should ever disqualify a chick, but if you want a beautiful chick, you got to work on yourself. Yeah, you right, Mo. You spot on. I agree. B-Fab Smash. Somebody on that roster is going to try to get to know Samantha a little bit better once this fool not around anymore, and he don't even know it yet. Oh, yeah, somebody's plotting with it. Like I said, she got to work. She going to have a work husband. Who knows? Could be Jay Uso type of dude. Yeet! Could be that. Never know. The reason why Samantha Irvin's behaving like that, because his mannerism, he calls her as a soft guy corny. I agree. You right on that one. You are right on that. I gotta give your due for that, Mo.
And I'm awesome!
Yeah, I agree with that. He is a whack corny dude. He's about to be Rampage Collision legend, though. We'll see. Samantha has a daughter real life in a previous relationship. She posted a picture of her and the kid on Instagram. Yeah, John Bill. When I did cover their relationship, when I went to more depth with it a couple months ago, I did actually mention that. I thought it was his daughter, but it would end up being hers. But I cleared that up. Like people said, she's for the every time she's for the streets. She's more like for that pole. Ricochet leaving WWE with the belt. What is up with that? Alex Slavinsky, salute to you. Welcome to the locker room. Ricochet just lost the Speed Championship, and he lost it to Andrade, I think, yesterday. So he is no longer the Speed Champion, and they say he will be facing our storylines, so he will not be. They're not going to figure him to storylines no more. That's why if you look on Monday Night Raw, he kept getting attacked by Braun Breaker every week in a row. And then he lost that first match to Ilya Dragunov. Then the second got interrupted. So they're slowly phasing him out. That's how I know he's gone. So this like I said, the last championship he did hold was the Speed Championship, and he doesn't hold that title anymore. Not at all. So definitely he's going to be out of there. Yeah, I don't see Ricochet lasting much longer. I don't think he's going to change his mind. He's out. Don't know exactly when his contract going to end, but I'll probably say maybe the end of the summer, maybe SummerSlam-ish, Bash in the Berlin-ish, or beginning of August. But who knows? I know he's out of there, though. I know he's out of there. That's it for him. I will only disqualify a chick if she's not submissive, high maintenance, or expose her body on the internet, her past, and she's fatherless. Man, you got your head on straight, Mo. I don't disagree with you not one bit on that. You gotta have those components, have the right woman. She definitely gotta be submissive and respectful and not combative, not high maintenance. Definitely don't want that. That just means she's budging money all over the place. And definitely don't be thirst trapping. And definitely not fatherless. And definitely all of that. I agree. They need to put that Speed division on the Speed Championship WWE division. Well, that's an X belt. That's all. That's an exclusive deal that WWE just started with X. So that will be exclusive for X. And all the matches are under 5 minutes. And due to the time constraints of each programming with WWE, they're not going to have time to air that match, even though it's 5 minutes or under. So, yeah, guys. But I do think with him, despite his great career, he had a great run WWE since 2018, holding these championships: North American, Intercontinental, United States, Intercontinental, Speed. It's just not going to. Yeah, he's had enough, and he wants to move on. He wants to explore things. I'm just saying, when he does, it will affect his relationship with Samantha. We won't see too much more of this. We'll be seeing more of her just thirst trap, continue on it to thirst trap the best way possible. And remember, they're engaged. They still have not married yet. They are still engaged, for the record. So that definitely raises eyebrows on that one. And I said this myself a couple months ago. Cody D said Ricochet's leaving. Why? He decided that when his contract's up, he's not going to renew it. He wants to bet on himself, and he'll be possibly AEW, possibly TNA, or just independent route like Matt Cardona. But it didn't say. That's what he just said. There's no other detail to why he's leaving. But that's it. Stephen Kerr said why he bald. I guess he lost his hair. So, but yeah, that's pretty much the whole thing of Ricochet leaving WWE and how him leaving WWE would change his life. I do see Ricochet leaving WWE. Not only that, but he will have a break with Samantha, and I think that's going to be it for them. Question is, will Samantha leave Ricochet or vice versa? I think she more likely going to leave him, because he just said he thanks her every day for being herself, which is a thirst trap. But yeah, this is pretty much the beginning of the end between not just him and WWE, him working there, but his relationship with Samantha Irvin, who two are currently engaged, been dating since 2021-ish. But yeah, that's it. I don't think there's any more to be said. I appreciate you guys coming out tonight. Breaking news. I'll keep you guys updated here at the locker room if anything else does go on with Ricochet. If there's any new updates with him wanting to leave, or if he decides to stay, or if he is down with somewhere else, it'll be covered here at the locker room, most definitely. I appreciate you all coming out tonight. Soon two videos will pop up. One will be why Natalya, the true BOAT, best of all time. Second video will be is Mercedes Moné, the best champion. So thank you all once again. And until then, it is OUT.